Have you guys heard of the internet? It's pretty cool. Let me put you on. Basically, it's this place.
Wir tanzen im Viereck, wir tanzen konzentriert. Wir tanzen im Viereck, wir tanzen konzentriert. Wir tanzen im Viereck, wir tanzen.
In 2024, that's when this is coming out. So, basically, we're back with our favorite game, Kenshi. No, really, but so previously on Kenshi. After starting a new Kenshi save, both of my characters named Tucker and Carlson lost their legs almost immediately. They acquired prosthetic limbs for themselves by selling other amputees into slavery in the desert. Tucker and Carlson then set out to locate Mewtwo weapons for themselves. Carlson found his Mewtwo katana to complement his trusty crossbow at a slave outpost they were raiding. Tucker acquired 2 Mewtwo weapons, one from the evil thrall Lord Ponk residing in his Tower of Doom, and then the other one off of a crackhead who was living on an island. We resume back with Tucker, who's in a town run by a faction based around the concept of loving and caring for crabs. Basically, it's this place where you can find celebrities. I don't even know. Feed pics.
Yeah.
So, it's come to my attention that I do not, in fact, need to purchase a crab to get crab armor. I just have to talk to the leader of the crabs. Then I'll be accepted into the crabdom. And in the last episode, at the end of the episode, I was saying if I should purchase a crab to get the crab armor, but you don't actually need to purchase a crab. You just need to talk to the lady. Tucker and Carlson joined the crab people, got crab armor for Tucker, right? Before I continue the story, though, I'm gonna talk about the rules and the mods. We've got kind of all of the mods, right? I was thinking after each episode I'd add some mods relating to what the previous episode was about. So, last episode there were lots of themes based around weapons. So I was like, okay, I'll look for the weapon mods, but I have a lot of the weapon mods already. Other thing is we're just trying to be some bad guys, commit heinous acts type, I mean, next step is kind of like a recruitment drive. So after I talked about crabs, I went into the bar and hired the first guy who made fun of Tucker's penis size. We recruited Johnny Cena, newest recruit into the terrible trio. His job is going to be the same as Tucker's, tank at the front. So we get moving, and cool perk about being allied with the crab people is random patrols of heavily armored crab aficionados who are just wandering the wasteland will join you in whatever venture you're on. After Johnny and Tucker left the town, a big group of these weirdos joined us, and I wanted to take advantage of the generous offer. What do we got here? What do we have here? Ooh, yeah, this is what we're looking for. A fight. Get 'em! Next thing you know, they're all laying on the ground, half alive, while Tucker rips the armor off their bodies. Okay. I mean, what am I supposed to do? They're laying there. They got some nice armor on them. They got some food. Respect their autonomy and maybe watch over them while they recover because they offered to help us. Nah. Basically, I had them fight a bunch of those, Star Wars roly things. I only played the game. I'm sorry, I don't watch Star Wars.
What is that?
Breaking love, Lego Star Wars. Just dead dudes outside. Alright, let's see what's up. Fight begins. There's a lot going on. That's a lot. Jesus Christ. They're all dead because of these Star Wars things so that I could loot this outpost and their bodies. During this kerfuffle, Johnny Cena, being the weak-ass beta male he is, got his arm pried off by one of them, hydraulic death spiders. Oh, he lost an arm. He lost an arm. Lucky there were a bunch of prosthetics in the building there, so we were able to get one of those hooked on to Johnny. While heading to a town to sell the spoils, I came across another crab patrol. So I, rinse and repeat, kind of did the same thing again. Went to an even more loaded ancient, like, science outpost, or like an old world kind of outpost. They had like rations, and we were able to find a Mewtwo there, surprisingly, off of a skeleton guard who we totally helped kill. Totally. We had to make multiple trips, and we were carrying like 4 backpacks on us. It was a lot of stuff. Ancient Science Core Mewtwo weapon already. This wasn't even planned, okay? I didn't even have to look on the internet for this one. Now we need a place to store all this stuff. So I bought a big old house in scratch, one of them big Y houses. It's a nice floor plan, quaint little place. 2 baths, 4 beds. It's got a balcony. I spent a lot of time making trips back and forth from these outposts to fill up our storage in the house, because there's a lot of good stuff, building materials. Why spend when I could pillage and plunder? Just flicked on him. Next part, we are weak. Johnny mainly is really freaking struggling. Very low stats, poor stats. So now it's for the hard part. We gotta train our boys, looking mighty thin. Could use some meat on those bones, some lumps on those brains. Because at this point where we are now, Tucker and Johnny run in, get knocked out instantly. Carlson runs away and then bails them out. That's an impressive position. I had the terrible trio mine for like 2 days straight. Bunch of iron. Stuffed it all into Johnny Cena's backpack. They left Scratch. They probably made it like half a mile outside of Scratch when they got jumped by Reavers, but they ended up just running away because they saw our brawny physiques and were like, whoa, no way. We can't take these guys. But they forgot their slave. And Tucker, Johnny, and Carlson, being the opportunists that they are. Well, this is our sparring partner. He wasn't wearing a shirt. He still had shackles on. Here's the method. I have Johnny go in, fight this dude for as long as he can until the slave inevitably knocks him out. Then I have Tucker and Carlson hold him off while Johnny gets to, recover in his... Oh, Johnny Cena is back in the fight. Okay, he is no longer in the fight. And then he gets back up, does the whole thing again. Top of the food chain, or you're a beta cook. Yeah. So the reason this works so well is because I've got this mod, fungus people. They passively heal over time. So that's part of the reason why this was possible. We were able to do this loop like 10, 20 times. I wasn't keeping track. It was a lot. We got to the point where Johnny had gained almost 30 in all of his combat stats. So here we are, spending all this time training, for what? What are we training for? Well, you see, right near Scratch is this farming base. I had a small little run-in when I was wandering around, Little Birdie told me, aka the internet, there's a dude that has a Mewtwo blade. Johnny doesn't have one yet. We got that one from the outpost, but it's not a very good one, honestly. Like, kind of a trashy Mewtwo blade. But the issue is that the base is full of a bunch of homicidal Pinterest girls. They really like the moon. They think that draining the blood of people onto their crops will make their crops grow better, and if they make these sacrifices, the moon will bless them with blood rain. I can kind of get behind this, right? But I kind of want the Mewtwo blade. Pinterest girls kick ass, so I'm gonna need some assistance for this one. Some mercenaries. I had the trio recruit as many mercenaries as they could, which is not a lot at this point. I don't know what keeps happening to all of our money, really. Like, bodyguards, 2 days. We gotta wait for everyone to get here, though. The idea behind coming at 3 in the morning was they would all be sleeping, but I mean, some of these guys are gonna go. I paid for 1 day. They seem lost. Was this too much to ask? Is that too much of a distance for them to run? So we're gonna try and lure them up to this hill. We're gonna have Carlson up here with the crossbow. Oh yeah, look at that beautiful green number. What? Where is he going? Hold on 1 second. Is he just running away? Oh, they are all coming out. They're pouring out now. We're gonna try and shoot the dudes who are office looking. This guy is big. We just gotta micro it. That's all it is. It's all about the micro, bro. And so we drained their blood on the crops, so I hope they grow well now, guys. No survivors. No survivors. Okay. We cleared the base pretty fast. Started looking through the loot, and I saw one of the leaders crawling away on the floor. Tucker v. Cripple. First kill. Oh no. Oh my gosh, he's about to die. He's gonna die before we can. Hold on, you gotta make amends. Okay, that was foul. Yeah, so we got so much stuff from the cult. 3 Mewtwo's, a lot of farming supplies. I spent like an hour trying to set up storage for all of it. If you're in a cult, you know, power to you. Really believe in that. But remember, it is a cult, which means that you don't have a lot of free will. So try and get out of that. That's my TED talk. Thank you for coming. Anyway, joy to the world, the Lord has come. Basically, modders for this game are legends, you know, modding this game after it's 6 years later or whatever. Keeping it fresh, keeping it fun for all of our little Kenshi goblin brains.
Ich, du, wir tanzen konzentriert. Du, wir tanzen konzentriert.
Es ist meine Liebe zu dir. Ich will dich abhängig machen